To understand where the relationship started, we need to go back to 2016. We were in the dorms, we were all 18. This girl named Helen lived right below Josh and I, and if you asked her, we had made a hobby out of seeing what the loudest thing to drop on the floor was. She stole our mattress, we stole her shower curtain, she put my fish in a microwave. Well, you know that Josh started sitting a little closer to this girl every time we went to a Bison game. And being the natural-born third wheel that I am, I had them in the water, skiing behind my boat in 55-degree water. And per usual, with acute onset hypothermia, love was born. Somehow, 4 years later, that shared hypothermia has turned into a marriage.
Josh and I share two important things. The first is a best friend, and the second is our first date with her. September 6th, 2016 was a very special day for all of us because in the afternoon, Helen and I got together for the first time to work on a school project. And later that day, she and Josh went on their first date.
Really beautiful.
If I had any idea that 4.5 years later they would be getting married and I would be standing here, I might have paid more attention to that random girl's answer when I conversationally asked, "How do you feel about the upcoming date?" But I remember her response being something like, "I'm excited and a little nervous." I was friends with all of his friends first, but this is our first official date, just the two of us. I guess the date went pretty well because here we are now celebrating the marriage between two incredible people.
Grandma Johnson's here.
Grandma.
Oh, where are you? Oh, goodness.
Do you like my dress?
Yes. Got it buttoned.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna get my shoes on. Hi. I think you did a very good job curling your hair. Your hairstylist?
And then that's your skirt.
Yep.
Oh.
Such a grandma.
Oh! Gotta have a little Shazam.
So I think for Helen, the architect, and for Josh, the construction project engineer, that Jesus' teaching from the Gospel of Luke would speak your language. And that is to build your life together on the firm foundation of God's promises. Jesus uses the image of a home builder who digs a deep foundation and lays it on a rock so that when the inevitable floods of life come, that house holds. It has been well built. And as a couple, you have held tight through times of deep loss as well as deep joy. You stand firm on the foundation of God's love, the divine design and solid build for a lifetime together.
Hey, Mother.
You know, Leroy and I were married 60 years. Like I say, it just gets better.
I don't ever want to. This love is like the church bells, as loud as they can ring. In the good man's face on his wedding day, when he sees his bride to be. It's like a little girl holding her daddy's hand for everyone to see. Yeah, this love is like no other. It's taking over me. Nobody loves you like I do, and I never want them to. Nobody loves you like I do, and I can't get enough of you.
A letter to my wife, Helen White.
You've always been special to me, long before we started dating. You were young, but you thought and loved old, unlike most. From those early days until now, you hold those same values, and I admire them more than I ever thought I did. And I thought I loved you then. I am overwhelmed with emotion. I am not nervous for today because I know I love you today more than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. You are a blessing, and I am forever grateful you were placed in my life.
I want to tell you something I'm really proud about my son lately, and that's who he chose to make his wife.
All the time you hear people say, what's the secret ingredient to successful marriages? Whatever you guys have going right now, I encourage you to keep it, because what you got going right now is going to last you for eternity.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Josh and Helen White.
Hell yeah, brother! Hell yeah, brother!
But of course, the one thing that is the big talker today is the heat. I walked outside this afternoon, I said, am I still in Georgia? The answer is no. I had to snap myself out of it. 100 degrees is that current temperature in Fargo.
It's hot out here.
Helen, you found your tall, handsome, funny city boy with a pickup truck and a dog named Chesley. What more could a girl from the geographical center of North America ask for?
When's the last time we've truly been sitting less than 6 feet away from everybody? Like, this is so awesome.
Johnson, Helen's favorite sister and maid of honor. Helen is 7 years older than me, so when we were little, I wanted to be just like her. You were my built-in best friend, and I thought you were the coolest.
Where was the first trip Helen and Josh took together? They're saying Dubai and they're saying Boston. It's a big deal. Boston is correct.